it's Taylor here, and I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to create a Christmas light using an unexpected supply. This is our Berry Sweet Treat Box die, and it was originally designed to be a strawberry. You can see the little strawberry leafy topper that goes on top, and then we have this box that folds together to create a strawberry. However, we have figured out a fun way to make this into a Christmas light that you can fill with candy or make into an advent calendar when you pair it with our new light strand topper dies. We put 3 of the same die in the set so you can easily cut multiple toppers and create a whole strand of lights, maybe for a garland on your mantle. Lots of different options for this. So I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use this strawberry treat box and add the light strand die cut to create a light. You have to make one little snip on your die cut piece. So I've cut this out of cherry pop cardstock, and I am going to go ahead and cut off one of the tabs here. It is the full tab that is opposite of this partial tab on the opposite side. There are a couple different ways you can do this. So you can actually also just cut the tab off and then overlap 2 of the full sections, or you can cut this piece off that I just trimmed, and then when you fold this on the impressed lines, you can even use your bone folder to get a really nice crease on these lines. And then I'll show you how to adhere this together to create a Christmas light. Okay, so then I'm going to put my glue on this piece of the strand here. Just a second, I got my glues mixed around. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on that tab and then adhere this together by just clasping those 2 pieces together until the glue takes hold. So you have a little light strand that has 4 sides as opposed to the strawberry box that would have 5 sides. Then we are going to take and loosen the kind of tips of our strawberry, or we'll start calling it a light strand. I'm going to take and use my pencil to kind of pull on these edges to curve them up a little bit in towards the center. That's just going to make it easier to pull this all together with the light strand topper. I cut the light strand topper out of gold foil cardstock to make it look maybe a little bit more realistic. You could do silver foil cardstock to look like kind of an ornament topper as well. You can see we've built in little pierce detailing. You have the 2 holes that's going to allow you to string your lights, and then we have the impressed lines to kind of create a little box shape with this that fits on top of your light. So we're going to start by taking the back. This is the seam of our box where we glued that tab together, and I'm going to turn that towards the back, and on this opposite piece, opposite from the back seam, I'm going to take my light strand topper, and the first, actually, if you count in from the side with the tab, 1, 2, this piece here is the one we're going to adhere to the light strand topper right opposite of the back seam. Now that I've explained that, I remembered one little step that I need to do first. It's going to work better if you just trim these little tips off of the strawberry box. Then you're not going to have trouble hiding them behind the light strand. So just kind of clip those off right above the holes that are in this box. So I'm back to the seam being here at the back, and I'm going to take this opposite piece here and then count 2 full squares in from the outer edge, and we're going to take and adhere, put some adhesive on this side here, and we're going to adhere that part of the box right between the 2 scallops. So do you see how the red cardstock goes right up against the edge of the red cardstock? And that's just going to start our box off in the right direction. Then we can go ahead and adhere this, kind of folding it around the box. You can even take this little pierce line and kind of fold up on those little scallops and that's going to help your box come together a little bit easier as well. So let me do that really quick. All right, and then as we pull this together and kind of adhere it around, we'll just keep adding a little bit more adhesive towards the bottom and adhering this part of the light, holding it in place before we move on to the next side of the light. And then when we get to the end, we'll put a little bit of adhesive on this tab and we'll adhere that together around. Now we'll come to this side and I'll add a little bit of adhesive and pull this side of the box around. Just kind of folding it as we go. And then our last side here, gotta pull up just a slight bit on that one so I don't get any of that red showing through. And then we'll pull this around. We have our last side here and our little light has come together. So I'll put some adhesive on the tab and a little bit on the box as well. And we'll push that in and pull this strand topper around the other side. And I'm just kind of pinching that into place until it takes hold. And then you will see we have a cute little Christmas light. Now you can take and use a little bit of string to tie these together, make a garland, make an advent calendar. You can, before you create the whole thing, you can put maybe a little Hershey nugget or a couple Hershey Kisses inside. If you want to tie these on a gift, you can do that as well. So lots of different ways to use this fun strawberry treat box. It's called the Berry Sweet Treat Box, along with our light strand topper die.